Hello, everyone. Your host, Cy Smith, coming to you on a Thursday Health Day. Every Thursday is Health Day. This video here is it's designed to do a couple of things, but in all my videos, my goal, my number one goal in almost 90 my videos is to convince you to release the money. At the core of everything National Block Club University has done and established and built, all that's missing now is getting Black people to trust and release the money. $1 a month, $12 a year, the $100 a month loaners is the only thing hold us back from being able to manifest something that we've never seen before in our life. So I wanted to make sure to put that forefront because too often people gloss over that. It's some spirits right now, even though I said that, it's saying, yeah, right. And I understand it's out of not knowing why you would believe that why you would not believe what I just stated. So just know that that's at the core of this video is to win you over. Every Thursday being Health Day, I want to bring some health information to the forefront. And as with anything, I'm always talk about how it relates to the Black experience, Black people. Everyone know there's 7 continents in the world. Um, Most of the evilness and bad things that's happened have come from one continent. You judge that. And one continent continues to this day to be exploited by the other 6 continents at an astronomical rate. So you judge that. Let me give you some background information on why I say what I say. In um, in the Netherlands, vaccines and packaged medicine is their one of their largest exports. In London, chemicals, machinery, and fuels is their largest exports. In Germany, cars and pharmaceuticals and plastics is their largest exports. In Ireland, medicine is their top export. In Italy, luxury cars. In France, weapons. Okay, so I just gave you Netherlands, UK, Germany, Ireland, Italy, and France. There was a time when we didn't have all this medicine. And when we didn't have all this medicine, they say this helped people live longer, but is living longer better if you're living in debt and you're dying of stress? You be the judge of that. But the point is, a lot of this medicine is for profit. And so we get away from the natural stuff that allowed us to live millions of years. And now we get into living better for an extra 50 years or so, but you in debt and people are making extreme profits off of you. So that's the European out of the 7 continents. That's Europe exports. That's what Europe exports. In Africa, some of our largest exports, our contributions to society is diamonds, Namibia, Botswana, South Africa, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Sudan, Congo, Tanzania, Angola, all offer diamonds. However, there's no black diamond dealers in the United States of America. Gold, that's one of Africa's contributions to society. Zambia, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Ethiopia, Sudan, Senegal, Western Sahara, and Tanzania. Some of their big, that's where a lot of gold is found. Silver, Zambia and Ghana, one of their big contributions. Copper, Zambia, Namibia, South Africa, Western Sahara, Sudan, Ethiopia, and Congo, one of their big contributions. So anyway, think about what we in American society glorify, and that's bling bling. It's coming from Africa, but it's non-African Americans. Matter of fact, they're Europeans that control that market. So I wanted to just put that out there. African continent, that's one of 7. Europe continent, that's one of 7. All right. Antarctica, I don't think that counts. That's the third continent. Australia, 4th continent. So when you get to it, it really boils down to about 3 to 4 continents that is battling each other, if you will, and it's really not a battle. Africa is losing, has been losing. So anyway, let's get to the health. Today is Health Day. So far, the coronavirus, COVID-19, the Trump administration has released $9 billion for a vaccine. It's primarily going to 7 companies. I'm gonna talk about those. $2.5 billion has gone just for the syringes and the vials to store it in. So $11.5 billion on medicine, on vaccines. So when you look at the shape of Black America, you look at the shape of America, the shape of the world. Um, when our government decides to spend money, it's not an issue. It's when they don't want to circulate and spend money with a certain group that it becomes a budgetary issue, because we just released $11 billion for a vaccine. So anyway, this is based on Karen Weintraub, USA Today, back in August. She wrote this, and I did a little research to get the stock prices, because we know that the largest export of medicine is coming out of Ireland, right? And we know pharmaceuticals is big in Germany, one of their top exports. So let's look at this. Pfizer, Merck, Bristol Myers Squibb, and AbbVie are the four big pharmaceutical companies. Now, the key is these pharmaceutical companies, again, they make money on selling you the idea that you need medicine when human life existed millions of years, thousands of years before medicine. So these advancements in medicine, you be the judge of that, all right? But these are the big four. And some people say that, Dr. Sebi, because he was going against the big four, it could have met some challenges with them, and that anyone that go against the big four can meet some challenges. Here's my thing. Even those people in those companies have an expiration. We all do. Everyone will expire. No one is going to live forever. So it's how you want to live, not necessarily if you're going to die. You will die. So for me, I want to go out knowing that I spoke truth, gave people the truth, gave people insight to help them think on a balanced level, so that they're not being all drinking the same Kool-Aid of one side or the other. Pfizer, their stock prices is $36 a share, $36 a share. AstraZeneca, their stock prices is $54 a share. Sanofi is $50 a share. GSK is $37 a share. Moderna is $92 a share. Novavax is $86 a share. Janssen is $147 a share. That's owned parent company Johnson & Johnson. And Merck is $80 a share. So from the low end of $36, which is Pfizer, to the high end, which is Janssen, which is $147. There are people making money. We just released $11 billion. One CEO, Alex, for one of these companies, Alex, it doesn't matter. One of these companies, he has 3 million shares of stock. So if he has 3 million shares of stock and it's $147 per share, this guy is rich beyond measure, ultra, ultra rich. While people will die if they don't get what he has gotten rich off of. This whole notion of for-profit medicine and all the people that buy shares of stock, all the companies that buy into this stock market, this has been a concocted scheme that costs people lives. We choosing profits and medicine over humanity. And to me, these companies, if they are going to say you won't get the best product if you don't have competition, that's the key in capitalism, is that you drive innovation by having a free market where people can compete. The challenge with that is the greed, the excess. Uh, there are people who would never spend this money in their lifetime, but they get to hold on to it. While you got people literally in poverty, struggling to make bills meet. So this is a problem of humanity. And these are not Africans. No one from Africa is doing this. Going back to the 7 continents. Okay. So anyway, let's look at how much money the government has given to these companies to find this vaccine. Pfizer got $1.9 billion in the last 6 months. AstraZeneca got $1.6 billion. Sanofi and GSK got $1.2 billion of this $11 billion. Moderna got $955 million. Novavax got $1.6 billion. 1.5 billion went to Janssen, and then Merrick got $38 million. Okay, so that's it for my report on that. I just wanted to put this in our thought process that there are people who make money, there are companies that invest in the pharmaceuticals, and they're making a lot of money right now. So that affects everyone. That's not just a black people issue there, but I want to just put that out there so people will know this is a big, big deal when we talk about this COVID and how people are getting rich in the midst of this pandemic. So in the midst of all of this, let's go back to what I care about the most, which is when this pandemic is over, we still got a problem in Black America, and that problem is Black people not being loving each other, supporting each other, circulating money with each other, and letting everybody else exploit us. If you are, if you Black and you glorify, you love Versace, Fendi, Chanel, Rolex, Mercedes Benz, if all this represents the good life, you've drunk the Kool-Aid of Italy, which is luxury. Luxury cars is their largest export. But the European model, this is what is luxury. And for us, a lot of times, because we've been deprived, that we want to celebrate when we've arrived. So if arriving means those things, Mercedes Benz is a German. If arriving means acquisition of these European industries and vehicles and tools, then that says something about us. Says something about us that instead of bulking and building up Black designers, Black people who are creating, African people who are creating, we go to glorify what people who still haven't paid reparations to the damage that was done, years and years ago. That we have to look in the mirror for, not to condemn people who love European models of success, but it is something to look in the mirror and say, what can we do a little bit different? Let's not glorify 100%. Let me start the next 3 years just glorifying it 50%. That's a start. But if you won't even acknowledge it and you think everything is fine, glorifying these so-called success tools and instruments, that's a challenge for it. They start swimming upstream instead of swimming downstream. Having said all of that I just said, which primarily is with the structure, the 7 continents represent the structure, how things are made. Here's what we have as an opportunity in front of us as Black people. Tomorrow, which is November 20th, marks 26 years. Something has been built, something has been established since November 20th, 1994. And what has been established, what has been built, is something that we have never seen before. It is a process, and a difference between a process and a program. Program ends. Process is a series of steps that you undertake and you continue to undertake. And that's why this is a situation, 26 years. It doesn't stop. There's nothing to arrive because it keeps going. Process. We've established a process to make sure that we alter the way the world navigates when it comes to Black people. We are $1 trillion people in the US. We have a continent of Africa that is excluded from stock exchanges around the world, but their resources are taken from those very companies that trade on the stock exchange. That level of exploitation is global, and it's going to take the African Americans here in the US being coordinated with the Africans in Africa, the Black Africans, because they've gone over there and messed up the races there. You got white people that are Africans in Africa, which is just a whole nother arena. So anyway, we built something. We have something that's established. In a nutshell, it boils down to asking each and every person we meet, what is it that they do? You're a teacher, lawyer, doctor, judge, streets and sanitation worker, whatever you are. Are you retired? Are you in your prime as an adult? Are you a youth? RAY, retirees, adults, and youth. Whatever you are, if you're a lawyer, retired lawyer, adult lawyer, youth that want to be a lawyer, then we attach that to our secret tool, which is every day is a different focus and it rotates every 30 days. All lawyers, every 4th Tuesday is Lawyers Day. That allows us to guarantee that 12 times a year, we're going to be able to audit how we're doing when it comes to legal stuff. No matter where we are, every fourth Tuesday is Lawyers Day. No matter who they kill, who they hurt, who they kidnap, every fourth Tuesday is Lawyers Day. So it's designed so that there's no one leader to target. It's built around time. And having something built around time, no matter how rich you are, you can't escape father time. You will transition. So we've made certain that we learn from the mistakes of the past, and now we're in better shape to build something that's going to be able to withstand the oppressors or the exploiters who would come to try to stop the masses from being organized. There's a real need to keep the masses distracted and not focused so that they can continue to make tons of money, you guys. And the money isn't even giving them happiness. That's what's sad. It's really about control and greed and insecurity. So anyway, we've built this model, retirees, adults, and youth. And now the message has to go out. So every person in Black America and then in Africa can find out what day fits what they care about. If I'm a nurse, it's every third Wednesday. If I'm a teacher, it's every second Saturday. If I'm a gardener, it's every first Monday. When people know the date, when they know the date, when they know that we pool our money together, we're going to be able to finance this, then we're going to be able to change the way everything operates in this society, because the people being organized is what the oppressors and exploiters don't want. And we've not only built something where we can get organized, but it's also built so that there's no one leader, which makes it harder to comprehend, because when people hear this, they want to come and listen to a leader explain this to them. We built this away from that. So it's not a top down situation. It's bottom up. You got the day, now you and your nurses get together, and y'all with that day in mind, y'all come together and then connect with nurses somewhere else. The key is this has been built to go against what they would have targeted if we didn't build it this way. And I know that's hard for people to understand, and it's cool. This is where the biggest challenge of my life has been convincing us to move without the ball, as they say in basketball, to walk in faith, meaning you don't see it right away, but you trusting and release $12 a year, $1 a month, because this is the only thing holding this back from seeing all 20 US cities, all 20 Chicago neighborhoods come together. 20 countries in Africa linked with all of those, so that now globally we're coming together to make sure that all the children now have a career and they're linked with an adult and a retiree for every profession, to make sure that the money that we're collecting is going so young people can travel, see other parts of the US, and then ultimately do foreign exchanges back to Africa and vice versa. This is what is in front of us. And it has absolutely nothing to do with Joe Biden or Donald Trump, Democrats or Republicans. This is about us as a people financing and doing for self, which Chinatown, Greektown, Little Italy do for self. They respect themselves because they do for self. We, unfortunately, depend on government too much, so we don't believe we can do it unless government say we can do it. I'm telling you right now, we can turn that around. My number is 312-405-8844. That's 312-405-8844. That's the Cash App name too. $12 a year. $12 a year. 4 quarters a month. 48 quarters a year. The only thing holding us back from changing the whole world. Thanks for watching. Share this video. I'm gonna put it on YouTube as well, because people need to hear this. They need to know how close we are from just seeing a whole nother world than we see right now. Peace.